So much individuals are between a rock and a hard place right now. If you are asked to self-deport and you have a house, you have cars, you have valuables, you got money in the stock market, you got your 401k, you have your IRA, and all of these stuff that you have acquired over the years, what do you do? Now, a lot of individuals gonna say, man, I can't self-deport and leave all of that stuff. I'm gonna try my luck and see if I can stay underneath the radar as long as I can. But guys, is it worth it? Losing everything that you have attained over the years. If you are at the place where you can sell, get your money, send it back to your country, go live a meaningful life, why don't do so? So why is it so hard for some of us to really say going back to our country is better? Is it that we have become so Americanized, so acclimated to these countries that just the thought of going back to our country is something bad? It's rough, guys. It is rough. Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, and I am back at it again. Thanks for tuning in to the channel one more time, guys. If this is your first time tuning in, you know, do the right thing. But guys, we are no strangers to what going on across the world, especially in the United States of America, with mass deportation and tariffs. Something serious is going on, and there's a major shift going on in the world right now within global powers, superpowers, major manufacturing economies, countries that are leading in technology, innovation. We're going to take a close look at some things that is going on in the United States in general. You know, we all see what's going on with the mass deportation. You know, some people thought that it was only going to be the undocumented immigrants and quote-unquote criminals, but we are all waking up to the reality that the word criminal can be used to define if you are in America illegally. So some people can define that as you are a criminal because you're breaking the law. So when the president say that he's going to deport undocumented immigrants and criminals, I guess now they are waking up to his definition of who is a criminal. News broke, I think it was yesterday, where he's saying that a lot of those persons that came from Haiti, majority of them, he's asking them to self-deport. Self-deport as you do it yourself than we doing it for you. And he's also saying that if you're still in the United States, you will be paying $900 and something or $1,000 per day. They will be taking our seizing assets. There are some individuals thought that this wouldn't reach them, and they are now waking up to the reality of exactly what is going on. If you are in the United States and you fall in one of those categories that has been deemed illegal, and you have been told that you need to leave the country. If you have investments in Wall Street, stocks, bonds, 401k, IRA, or whatsoever, and you know that you fall in one of these categories that the president has asked to leave the United States, I would encourage you, start withdraw your savings now. If you have stocks, sell those stocks. If you have 401k or whatsoever, you can draw out those guys. If you have property that you own, it's time for you to sell, because believe it or not, some of us think that Trump is the czar of deportation, or the emperor of deportation. Obama hold that title, and if any of us know Trump, Trump love to be on top. He love to be at the front. And if Obama is leading in deportation, believe it, guys, take this thing serious. He's gonna want to undo Obama's record. And by doing that, there's a lot of individuals that gonna get round up and deported. So if you are listening to the news and you know that you fall in one of those categories of who he deem illegal or a criminal, and you have assets in America, it's time for you to sell. This is no joke thing, guys. This is a serious eye opener for what is going on in the United States right now. And whether you want to believe it or not, there's a lot of individuals that are between a rock and a hard place right now. You have your investment that is losing money every day because of the tariff war that is going on right now. And at the same time, your stay in the United States is uncertain. Why are you still hesitating? Why are you still hesitating to cut your losses and do what you have to do? If you have properties right now in the United States, or you have money invested in whatsoever, why are you hesitating? Guys, the writing is on the wall and it's not coming off. Trump is set to break Obama's record of deportation, and he's not going to stop until he break that record, guys. And I know some people will make it look as if Trump is a deportation emperor. Obama hold that record, guys. Seriously. Obama is the only president in American history that had deported the most people. Trump is nowhere close. His tactics may seem unethical to a lot of us, and the way how he talks and the way how he get it done may seem unconventional. That's what's going on, guys. You are in the United States and you are uncertain. And when I say uncertain, guys, I'm talking about you are not sure of the legality of your stay. Right now is the right time for you to sit with your financial consultant, go to your bank, talk to your asset manager, and try to see how you can navigate the changing dynamics right now. Is it better for you to get sent back to your country, have your assets seized by the government, or selling your assets, drawing your money out of Wall Street, the 401k or ray, send it back to your country so that when you go back, at least you can live a substantial life? Because whether we want to believe it or not, there is no going back to what is going on right now, guys. There's no going back. The chips are already moving. And some of us that are living in La La Land and thinking that these policies were only meant for one set of people, now we are waking up and seeing that this thing is more wider than it was first assumed. I know there's a lot of us living in the United States right now. Some of us we get entrenched within certain things in the United States, but you have some that burn all bridges behind. Some people cannot go back to your country because of certain stuff, and some people choose to do so on their own. because they believe that they have reached their land of milk and honey, and where they're coming from is the gutter comparing to where they are right now. So they close the door behind them. But now, guys, so some of you now will have to get up pray bar or crowbar or chop saw to try to pry back that door open that you guys same one closed behind you. Because whether you want to believe it or not, some of you right now sitting down are glued to the TV, biting off your nails, fretting, losing weight, anxiety, anxious to hear the next breaking news when it refers to immigration and deportation. Because some of you know that where you are right now, your guys stay in the United States is in jeopardy. You have built up a reputation, you have built up a financial status for yourself. You have a couple days to think, what are you going to do with your assets? Don't have weeks, you don't have months, you don't got years. Right now, some of you have days to think about what you're going to do with your assets. You're going to get deported. You're going to be fined $1,000 per day, and then your assets will be seized. That is where it's at right now, guys. And it is no joke. This is no joke, guys. But the choice is in your hands, guys. What are you going to do? Will you risk it? Will you say that, oh, I'm going to weather it out. I'm going to try. I'm going to dodge. I'm going to hide. I'm going to go underground. Is it worth it, guys? Is it worth it to risk everything that you have achieved over the years? Is it worth it to risk it, getting seized, and at the same time getting deported back to your country with nothing? And I know you have a lot of individuals that have set up something back home in their country, you know. Some have invested in their country that they came from. Some go back home now and then to check up on their property. Rare. So it's not everybody gonna go back to do a fresh start. Some people already have a start there. It's just, if they get deported, they just falling in back and doing what they're supposed to do. But you have some people that if they get deported, they don't have nothing to go back home to. And if you are in that situation, I think that if you have properties, investment or whatsoever, I think you should start weigh your options right now. I think you should look at what you're gonna do with your assets and with your savings before you self-deport. Don't wait. And I know a lot of individuals gonna wait, guys. Believe me, guys. Some will not self-deport. A lot of them will not self-deport. Believe me, because some have already established a life in the United States. They're not going to self-deport. They are going to look at it and say, man, I can't do all of, I can't give up all of this. I can't really leave all of this and go back to my country. And that is what the Trump administration is betting on, so that they can seize your assets. You see the writing on the wall. It's time to make some choices, guys. I know that the choices may seem hard, but make the best choices, guys. Make the best choices that is in the best interest of you and your family, because the writing is already on the wall, guys, and it's not going to change. It's not going to change, guys. So the ball is in your court right now. There's no going back from this, guys. So guys, weigh your options. Which is better? To sell, get your money, self-deport, or stay, get your assets, seize, and then get deported? Which one would you better? The choice is up to you, guys. The choice is up to you. And the Trump administration already make their move. And there's nothing you can do to go against it, because either or either, they want you out of the country. All right? So stay blessed. Have yourself a blessed one. Stay safe. Bye-bye.